Happy Friday, or whenever you're watching this. It's time for our VO Marketing Pro numbers, along with Dad's weekly voiceover numbers and my weekly voiceover numbers. If you're new to this channel, Dad's a 14-year vet in voiceover. The last 9 years, he's made $100,000 and up. The last 7 years, $200,000 and up. The last 4 years, $300,000 and above in voiceover alone. No coaching, none of that stuff. All voiceover. I'm Hudson. I'm his son. This is my 4th year of voiceover. Last year I made $45,000. I'm looking to make 80 this year. I'm a little bit behind that, but we give our numbers. We did this is our numbers video. Mm-hmm. Sorry. We're going to give our numbers here.
Well,
the reason that we do that, go ahead.
Well, no, you finish that.
No, you do it.
No, you do it.
No, I like it when you do it.
Well, we do our numbers. I'll finish your sentence because we do it all the time. We do our numbers because here we are, got microphones, got a camera, we're sitting in front of people, and we're talking authoritatively. And so you need to know, can you trust what we say? And
does what we do work?
You can be a judge of that. Does their business strategy and strategies work? And these are our numbers. And you've been able to watch me over the last 3 years, give my numbers, go back in our playlist. Hudson for the last 2 years, watching him build his business to see if this works. And we also have another group, a private group, a Facebook group that I think, should every voiceover talent be a part of it? Probably not. But a lot of people could benefit from it because it's especially an encouraging group, a group of encouragement. And I'm not talking about fluff. I'm talking about people that share their numbers, that challenge one another, that support one another. It's very encouraging, but there's also obviously education. We have 2 fireside chats where Hudson and I talk father-son voiceover stuff, where you get a peek inside of our days, what we're doing, how much we're making, why we're doing what we're doing. We have a deep dive numbers where we take our numbers that we're going to give you and really go into more detail
project
about
by
that.
Project happenings, all that
And we've
stuff.
got a private Facebook group, and then we also have a once a month webinar where it's a Q&A, and it's $50 a month. And so if you wanted to be a part of that, John Barsness at vomarketingpro.com is the email to get a hold of.
Yeah, very good. Appreciate you doing that. We do send out emails on behalf of other voice talents. Maybe you're one of them. Like Dad and I, they hire VO Marketing Pro, and we send out a certain amount of emails with their demos, stuff like that, try and help them get work. So we're going to do their numbers here for this week, and then Dad and I will go into our numbers after that. So, VO Marketing Pro numbers for this week. There were 27 warm responses throughout the group, 6 auditions, and then I'm going to say these people who got the jobs, and you tell me what they have in common. Lauren Gobus, Noel Romano, Tyler Boss. And then I had 2 projects. I don't know how many.
One.
You had a new one with Dad because he is the direct email marketing doctor. What was it? Last year you made $213,000 alone in just direct marketing.
Direct email marketing.
Direct email marketing, I should say. We leave out his recurring because we just decided that's...
Well, for instance, this week I had 21 recurring clients, jobs, 21. So because I've been doing it for 12 years, we just do my new ones. We don't do the ones that are recurring. But everybody in VOMP who are more just starting out, including Hudson, they do my new one and anybody else is recurring. So
and new and they're new,
right? And so what do those guys have in common with yourself and with me? I had 1 new, you had 2 new, and they each had 1.
So you had 1 new, I had 2 recurring. I think Tyler's was recurring. I don't know if Noel's was. Lauren Gobes. But what do they have in common? And this is not just to fluff up because a lot of folks say, if you just do a little bit more of my coaching, or if you just stay in it for just a little bit longer, you're almost there. That's, just so you know, that's not how we do it. Dad's been doing it for 12 years. I just started this is probably the start of my 3rd year of doing it, pinpointed and consistently.
And these people have all been doing it
for at least a year and a half.
At least,
probably 2 years.
Most of them are right around 2 years. And they'll continue to, I think Noel might have been the longest there. And they'll continue to pick off a recurring client here and there. Like I had 10 jobs from one client this last week. They're not that big of
it's $1,000.
Yeah, and they're not that big of a client. But just think about that. If I make $1,000 every single month, every single week from that one client, I'm making more than what most people do, according to the National Association of Voice Actors.
Anyway, I just want to make that clear that it's a little bit hard, and you'll have to just put us through our paces with that, because a lot of folks will, because that's going to benefit us. Of course it does, because we're sending out emails for you. But we want to see people do well, and I'm living proof of the more emails that I send out over a longer period of time, the more jobs, the more clients I keep, stuff like that. And Dad is, of course, living proof, and these other folks are too. So,
good job hanging in there.
Like Dad said in maybe the Todd's Tips or our VOMP Plus, it's not a save your business or a quick hit. It's a 401k savings plan. It's putting it in now so that it grows into something a little bit later.
Yep.
Because businesses take 3 to 5 years to grow. Yep. So better be tough. Anyway, we'll move on to my numbers this week. I am on track. My goal is to make $80,000 this year. Last year I made 45, quite the jump, but I wanted to have a little bit of a kick in the pants to try and push myself more this year, because I felt like last year I could have pushed myself a little bit more because my goal was 40. And I thought, well, why don't instead of going for like 60 or 70, playing it safe, let's try to push myself here and go for it. So anyway, my goal each week is $1,500. Right now I'm on pace, I think, for about $71,000 this year, which is great, but I'm going to need to ramp up here a little bit. Anyway, I think last week or 2 weeks ago, I passed the $30,000 mark, and I think I'm close to about $35,000 this year already. Obviously, that math checks. Warm responses from direct marketing this week, 0. Auditions this week from direct marketing, 0. Total jobs I did this week between direct email marketing, Upwork, Voice123, and Fiverr were 6. 2 jobs from direct marketing for $275. Those were both recurring. Upwork, I had 2 jobs for $202.50. Voice123, a $200 job. And Fiverr, a $5 job. So I get 4. My voiceover alone numbers, $681.50. And then I do some editing for Dad on the side, which I always leave out because it's not it's not me behind the microphone making money. But I did edited 12 things, 12 hours for Dad, $20 an hour. So that's $240. So my total money earned altogether was $921.50. A far cry from $1,500, but I have a couple of things in the works, 2 direct marketing clients recurring clients that I'm hoping I'll get, that would be huge for me next week. And then a possibility at a Voice123 job that's between $850 and $1,000. So
my numbers, voices.com, 0. Voice123, 0. Upwork, 0. Is this a pattern?
3 strikes and you're out.
Yeah. Direct email marketing was $3,072.45. $3,072.45. Fiverr was big this week, $2,532. So my total was, this year I'm shooting for $5,000 a week. The last few years I've shot for $6,000, which is $6,000 a week is $300,000. This year I'm trying to make about $250,000. And so I was above this time, which is nice. $6,604.45. $6,604.45. I had 1 new client.
Nice.
So, yeah.
Usually when you hear that, 0 from Upwork, 0 from Voices.com, 0 from Voice123, you think, oh boy.
Yeah.
But I tell you, 3,000 and change on direct marketing, that's the direct email marketing doctor right there. Just surgically putting together a great week. Anyway, appreciate you guys watching this. If you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this that are numbers related, we have a numbers playlist on our YouTube channel. So check that out. You can see me having weeks like that, a bad week.
Worse weeks and a lot better weeks. Last week was
$2,900.
$2,900.
Yep.
Voiceover alone.
Yep. I've had a week. I think I'm not exactly sure if I've had a $0 week early on. I'm sure I have before we started doing this, but I know I had a $5 week one time. And I think that's on this channel. And I've also had a $4,700 week. So anyway, you get the point. So thanks for watching. Hope you had a good week. If you ever have questions, feel free to ask. Remember, John Barsness at VOMarketingPro.com if you have any questions about what program you'd like to get into. Love to help you out. Take care.